Good morning and welcome to our first full vlog of 2020. And the way that I say full vlog is the fact we actually brought in the new year here at Disneyland Paris. And didn't we have an amazing night?
Yeah, it was so good.
Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. Check out the vlog if you've not already seen it. We was here in Disneyland Park. We did a few different attractions and of course we saw the spectacular fireworks, the 2 different parades and much more. But even though we are in January 2020, it's still the Christmas season for a few more days here at Disneyland Paris. And in this vlog, we're going to be covering some of the festivities across both Disneyland Park and also Walt Disney Studios. We've got the Christmas parade.
Yay!
Along with that, we've got Mickey's Christmas Big Band over in Walt Disney Studios. We've got loads more to see as well. There's like a Christmas singing show over in Videopolis in Discoveryland and so much more. Along with that, we'll have a look at some of the decorations. Of course, all of Town Square and Main Street USA always looks wonderful during the Christmas season. Along with that, we'll do a few different attractions and much more. Welcome to the vlog here from a very, very cold and very misty Disneyland Paris. It looks a bit spooky actually, doesn't it?
It does.
Looks more like Halloween than Christmas, but here we go. It's January 2020. Blimey, it feels weird saying that. A new decade. Let's head inside Town Square and go and look at the decorations. Good morning, Main Street USA. Oh, it always looks so wonderful at Christmas. You've got the Main Street vehicles going around here that are also decorated for the season. So what you may notice this year is that the theme has actually moved away from blue with the Christmas decorations. For a good few years, they've all been blue and silver, whereas this year, like all the baubles are colourful. So yeah, they've gone back to how it was before. So yeah, a little bit different. They always do a fantastic job with this around here though. You've got all the different Christmas trees, all the planting as well. Of course, you've got these snowmen shaped like Mickey and Minnie. Really, really nice. I mean, that's the thing with Disney. They just get the atmosphere just perfect. I mean, it's all the planting down the bottom here that really makes it. Looks wonderful, doesn't it, Charlotte?
We are at Disney. The castle is covered in mist.
Yeah, it's a foggy morning, isn't
Very
it?
foggy this morning.
Chilly, foggy, but it's festive. Like really even though we're in January now, like a few days into the new year, it feels festive. Oh, we've got a little festive dance here from Charlotte there. Yeah, lovely. But no, it does look fantastic. Of course, you've got all the garlands all the way around the buildings. And then you've got the huge Christmas tree that looks absolutely spectacular. They actually do a show which this year's had a complete refresh, turning on the Christmas lights. So we're definitely going to catch that later on this evening. Yeah, the tree looks absolutely huge. All the baubles on there, you got the candles, the lights. And I really like underneath the Christmas tree here as well. A, how you can stand under it, and B, I really like the little train set down here. All the presents under there. Why aren't the presents open though? Christmas is gone, but there you go. Yeah. And of course that view down Main Street there, and normally there is a castle down the bottom. Yeah. What's going on here? Charlotte's having a sing-song. Yeah, we got the Christmas choir going on here. I love it. Now the garlands are the same as they were before. However, they've actually put some new LED lights in there. You may have noticed them in our New Year's Eve vlog, but I'll be getting some more footage of those tonight. So in the daytime they look exactly the same, but at night they've got like these LED strips, and that's mainly due to this new refreshed Christmas light switch on show down here on the tree. But like I say, we'll be catching that later on in the vlog. But yeah, we're going to start off in this park, and then we're going to be watching the Christmas parade shortly that makes its way down Main Street USA. We've also got one of my favourite vehicles out coming down now. Love it. We've got the Main Street Transportation trolley, and of course it's actually a horse-drawn carriage, which is really, really nice. See the name badge? It makes it, doesn't it? It's lovely. Yeah, the atmosphere is just always great down here. Of course, the Christmas music loop playing as well. But here we go, our final Christmassy vlog from this Christmas season, 2020. I can't believe it. So we're starting our day here in Discoveryland, where we've just been to watch Magic, haven't we?
Yeah, it was really good.
They're putting film in it. It's like a 4D theatre show, so it won't really show anything up on the camera. But yeah, you put your 3D glasses on, and you've never actually seen it before.
It was really good, I enjoyed it.
It's about 10 minutes in length, and you sit there and can sing along to like some of the famous like Disney songs, can't you? Like Aladdin's in there, loads of classics like Beauty and the Beast, Peter Pan. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? So we just started the day there, and we've got our fast pass now for Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. Yay! So let's go on here. We're skipping quite a big standby queue there. So yeah, I mean, you get the free fast pass system here. Of course, over at Walt Disney World, it's all fast pass plus with your magic bands and reversing. Oh, is it? Oh my God! Like reserving it all with the app. Whereas here it is still paper tickets. You can just come to these booths like over here, get a paper ticket, and you can be on your way and go at that select time. So the good thing is with these as well, you're not limited to 3 at a time. You just have to wait until the time at the bottom until you can get your next fast pass. But here we go, let's go on Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. Come and join us for the ride.
Report to the flight deck for immediate launch to infinity and beyond.
Back in your seat. Your shield will be lowered automatically.
Here she is. She's got a serious face on there. She's going for it. Oh, 6,000. Oh, 11,000. 21, 26. She is going for it. Also, this you can also spin the vehicle. Got this little joystick. Whee. So you got different types of targets to aim for on this. You want to go for the purple ones. They're the ones that give you the most points. Little insider tip for you. My score, nothing. Let's change that. Whoa. See, you got that one at the back over there. Oh. I think Charlotte's going to win this one. Got a good score there on Buzz Lightyear, didn't you, Charlotte? You did really well. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I love Buzz Lightyear.
It's a great ride. We've got it just before it closes for refurbishment as well. It's going to be shut for quite a few months whilst they do the refurb. Of course, with Disneyland being a 365 park, it means that sometimes attractions close for long periods of time, so they can fully refurbish them. One that has been shut for quite a while is actually Autopia. That's now reopened, so we'll take a look at that at some point later on in the day. Anyway, we're here on Main Street USA now, where it's time for Disney's Christmas Parade. We absolutely love this. The soundtrack is amazing. We'll be here dancing, singing along. Here it is over the next few minutes. It's Disney's Christmas Parade.
Wonderland, Happy Christmas to all!
Enjoying the fun, getting tired, staring, all that
highlights there from Disney's Christmas parade, making its way down Main Street, USA. I really enjoyed that. Fantastic parade, isn't it?
Yeah, the music's so good.
I think that's what makes it, to be honest. We love the soundtrack, but the quality of the floats there is brilliant. I mean, have you got any favourites there? Any favourite costumes?
I like the opening float with Mickey and Minnie on it. It's really nice. I like the little gingerbread.
Yeah, you got like the Christmas tree. They've got like Christmas tree outfits towards the
they
end
look
as
really
well.
good.
They look good, like the green with like all the baubles on. I like those. But just in general, I think it's a really nice parade. Don't get me wrong, it's not the longest. It's maybe 7 or 8 minutes. But what they have got is really nice quality. A few different characters in there. There's like a Toy Story float as well. You have Duffy at the end, the Disney bear, and of course also along with that you got Father Christmas on that end float as well. It's a bit early for Christmas though. There's like what, 350 something days? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, we've left Disneyland Park now, making our way into Walt Disney Studios. I do love the entrance of the studios. It looks fantastic. Shame the rest of the park doesn't look quite as good other than the Ratatouille area. However, that's going to change in the next few years. And now we can officially say that next year the Marvel area is going to be opening. So whilst we're in here, we'll have a little look at the construction for the new Spider-Man Dark Ride. But first, we're making our way over into the Animagique Theatre to go and watch Mickey's Christmas Big Band. This is a brilliant show. They've had it for a few years now. When they first had it, it was over in Videopolis, over in Disneyland Park. Past couple of years, it's been over in the theatre in Walt Disney Studios. I think the reason they put it over here is because there's quite a few attractions that are closed. They've got to make it justifiable, haven't they, stuff in this park. So it gets people over here to come and see it, adds more capacity to the park. And yeah, this is a really good show. Lots of different characters in there. Of course, Mickey and Minnie do a really nice waltz together, a nice little dance, and so much more. So it's coming up just about now. It's Mickey's Christmas Big Band.
And now, Mickey's Christmas Big Band.
All you gotta do is say, you see the word.
That's right. The ringing of those bells mean the holidays are here. So here I pick my piece and a little child to those familiar songs. The swinging celebration. Come on and swing along. Jingle bells, Christmas comes our way. Look at Frosty go. I just love this song. So do I. Let's go.
But the fire is so delightful. Since we love us to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping.
And the carols that hung around me through the wind seem to vanish like a blood let this spring. When their eyes are dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I'd love to climb a mountain and to reach the higher peak. But
sing, sing, sing. Everybody start to sing. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing.
Just seen footage there from Mickey's Christmas Big Band. I absolutely love that show.
Yeah,
like, how
so-
well put together is that?
Yeah, it's so good. The singing's really good. The whole thing's just brilliant.
It's all live singing in that show as well that really makes it. You've got the band over at the back, and what's really nice about that as well is all the dancers coming out, all the different costumes, the set design. Honestly, it just comes together in a really nice 30-minute production here in Walt Disney Studios. Just really enjoyed it. And then the variety of Christmas songs in it is really, really nice. All the lighting in there looks great. Of course, that theatre is actually used during other parts of the year for another one of my favourite shows that they've got here, Mickey and the Magician. I mean, you've seen that, haven't you, a couple of years ago?
That was brilliant.
And that's even more incredible. But in terms of a Christmas show, I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
nicely put together. Of course, Mickey and Minnie did that really nice dance that I really like in
nice.
there. Of course, Goofy in his Santa outfit, that's quite cool. It's a really nice production. Anyway, Walt Disney Studios has had something brand new, and I've been following the progress of this actually throughout the year during my visits, and it's the animation celebration, which is actually just over here behind us now, and it's got a new like interactive show experience. Obviously we've not been in it yet, this will be our first time, and we're going to take you guys along with us. It's like a Frozen sort of interactive show with a couple of different scenes, and I'm really looking forward to seeing this. I mean, in terms of queues, it's got a massive queue, so actually we're going to go and get in it now, ready for the next one. There's a show just starting. There's like what, 8 or 10 shows or something a day. There's one starting now, but there's another one in like 45 minutes, and we're already having to get in the line for this one. So it does get very, very busy. We've got to just make sure that we get in the queue to come and see this. They've got all temporary barriers out, so if you do want to see it, just get there early. Of course, with it being brand new, we want to see it, share a review, and take you guys along. Yeah, excited? Yeah. We loved Frozen too, didn't we? So I'm looking forward to seeing this and experiencing it all.
D'ici quelques instants, vous aurez la chance de vivre une aventure inoubliable. Sachez qu'une fois ces portes franchies, vous vous retrouverez au cœur du royaume d'Arendelle.
I'll make it up to you, I promise. How about a little lullaby before we go to sleep? But you can't eat a lullaby. Sven, buddy, you can't eat everything all the time. Sven, don't you think that's true? Yeah, people will beat you and curse you and cheat you. Every one of them's bad, except you. Oh, thanks, buddy. But people smell better than reindeers. Sven, don't you think I'm right? That's once again true for all except you. Oh, you got me. Let's call it a night. Good night. Don't let the frost bite. Bye. Good night, buddy. Anna, why?
Oui, moi aussi, je suis contente de te voir. Bon, on y va, tu es prêt? Enfin, tu peux l'être en moins de 3 minutes. Je vous rappelle qu'on est attendu au sommet de la montagne du Nord.
Wait, what? You want us to go to the North Mountain? Now?
Bah oui, maintenant.
All right. What time is it?
Why?
Have you ever heard of breakfast? What is it? Oh, okay. Thank you. Sven, buddy. Hey. Breakfast time. You got more luck than I did. Yes, Christophe, we are lucky that Anna is such a great friend.
De rien, Sven. Mouah. Quant à toi, je te connais par cœur. Tu as oublié de cette invitation pour justement célébrer qui elle est. Sa force, sa bonté, ce qui la rend unique. C'est ma sœur, quoi. Et je l'aime.
Wow. Oh, yeah, you're right. I see why you want to celebrate her. Your sister embraced what made her unique. And that's what really matters in the end. Oh, that was deep.
On y va.
Oh, hold on. How do you plan to celebrate if it's only the 3 of us?
Qui a dit qu'il n'y avait que nous? Rassure-toi, ça ne prendra pas longtemps de rassembler tous les habitants.
Wait, what?
Eh ben, ils ont tous reçu l'invitation.
An invitation?
We have some company. Hey! Peuple d'Arendelle, merci d'être venus si nombreux. Ah, je suis trop contente. I'm so glad you were able to come. Feels so good when the gates are open, right?
Wow!
Hey.
What a crowd! It's gonna get Gerhard in here! Sven, Gerhard! Oh, okay. Gerhard! Carrots! Nice one, buddy! Hey, Gerhard, carrots!
Yeah! Okay. People of Arendelle, I want to hear you. Let's have some fun together! Vous voulez visiter le palais de glace avec nous?
Okay!
Vous êtes partant pour m'aider?
Do you want to celebrate Elsa with us? Yeah! Oh, what's your plan, Anna?
Je veux qu'on montre à Elsa combien c'est magnifique d'assumer. Et on commence. À droite. À gauche.
Come on, everybody!
Tourbillon. En l'air.
Yeah!
And right. And left. Embrace. And out.
Okay!
Et jette à droite. And throw to the left. And we are proud.
Yeah!
Tourbillon. And out.
Wow!
Encore une fois, un peu plus vite.
Come on!
À droite. À gauche.
Tourbillon.
En l'air.
Yeah!
And right. And left.
And raise.
And up.
Tourbillon.
And out.
Yeah! Great!
Ah, je suis impressionnée. Ma sœur va être... This is Sam. We made it. Christophe, mets Sven à l'abri. Si on peut éviter qu'il se transforme en glaçon. Même si c'est dans le thème, ce serait dommage. Elsa, it's me. It's Anna. Elsa? What? Oh, j'aurais juré que... Bon. What was that? Vous avez entendu? Did you see something? Ah, why are you smiling? Oh, it's It's a snow monster!
Anna! Oh!
Tu m'as fait peur.
Hello!
Olaf!
Well, of course! Hello! Hello! I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs.
J'adore tes gros câlins, Olaf. Mais tu nous as vraiment surpris.
Listen up, Mr. Snowball. Next time I will feed Sven that nose of yours.
Before or after you give me a warm hug?
You know what's cute, Olaf? For a snowman, you sure do like warm things.
Yeah, like summer.
Oui, Olaf, on sait tous que tu adores l'été, le soleil, la chaleur, mais...
Oh, but she's right here.
Wait,
Dear people of Arendelle, welcome. I'm so glad you made it to the North Mountain.
tellement heureuse de te voir. So good to see you.
Now that's what I call an entrance.
Anna, hey Christoph.
And Olaf!
It's so good to see you all.
They've got a surprise for you!
It's so good to see you.
Thank you. But you've just said that, Anna.
Oh, I love you.
What's happening? Is everything alright?
Oui, je suis heureuse de te voir, c'est tout.
I was wrong. People are often scared of what they don't know. And because of that,
Being different can make you feel like you don't belong.
Yes, je suis fière de ce que tu es devenu. Nous le sommes tous.
the snow glows white on the mountain tonight. Not a footprint to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm the queen. Oh, let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go. The past is in the past. Let it go.
This is where I'm supposed to kiss you, right?
Oh non. Cette fois, c'est moi qui t'embrasse. Toute ma vie, je n'ai trouvé que des portes fermées. Jusqu'au jour où je suis tombée sur vous.
C'est aussi le sentiment que j'ai, parce que j'ai passé mon temps à chercher ma bonne étoile. Jusqu'à cette grande fête royale, où mon cœur se régale. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. Life can be so much more with you, with you, with you, with you. Love is an open door.
Thank you all. I hope the rest of your day is as magical as what we experienced together. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye bye! Warm hugs for everyone!
Au revoir, Olaf.
Goodbye, Olaf.
So we just come out of Frozen, a musical invitation here in the animation celebration, and I actually really enjoyed that. It was a bit of a different setup to what I was expecting. So instead of it being a seated venue, it was two stages where you were actually standing up, weren't you, in there? I mean, what did you think to it in general, the setup?
I thought the show was good, but I didn't like the setup. I don't think it worked having it stood up because kids can't see.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a tiered like level, isn't it? So it's on a slant.
Parents was putting the kids on the shoulders so people behind them couldn't see.
Yeah, even though they did say at the start, don't put your kids on shoulders, you know.
It just didn't kind of work. The problem I had, the sets at the front, but all around the side it was just black walls.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like a stage show, but it wasn't a stage show, so I can kind of see why there wasn't theming around the sides and on the roof and stuff, because you were looking at two different stages. But if we break it down in sections, let's talk about that first scene with, of course, the log cabin there. I thought that Sven was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
The guy playing Christoph as well was brilliant. Like, Christoph was
Yeah.
fantastic in there. I thought he was the best, actually. That was my favourite part of it. But Sven was brilliant there. Some sort of animatronic puppet. I'm not. sure, but he was brilliant. He was really, really good. But that was a really nice set design in there. Quite a big set that's good. In terms of the amount of people that can go in there, maybe 250, I guess, something like that. I mean, I don't know anything officially, but it's not huge, the amount of people that can go through that, hence the fact it's getting big waits. But yeah, I really like that opening scene. I like how personal it is. I think that's all. Oh no, here he is. Look, spinning around for Olaf. Here we go. Look, ready? Oh, hey! There he is. There's Olaf. Love it. Little vlog bomb there with Olaf. Yeah, that first scene, really nice and personal, and that continues as we go into the second scene. Of course, you're introduced with Kristoff, Sven, and Anna in that first scene, and then tell you about a surprise that they're planning for Elsa, and that's when you're led into the Ice Palace. I thought that set was beautiful, some really nice lighting, smoke machines in there. It was really, really nice, and again, a very personal experience. And that's the thing, what they wanted with this. They didn't want to sit you down, and they wanted you to feel like you're really involved in the characters. I mean, you go and watch like the Frozen stage shows at some of the other Disney parks, and the characters are really far in the distance. With that, they're right in front of you, and we was towards the back actually with the footage you saw. You could be standing right on the front row and be really close to the characters. But no, I thought that it was nicely put together. I do think that they could do with, you know, some work in some areas on there. I don't think it should be seated in my opinion, but I think there just should be a bit more policing, you know, people putting kids on shoulders and stuff, and maybe even having a section where kids can go towards the front.
So they can go stand at the front.
Maybe some beanbags or something, I don't know, something around the front. But in general, I thought it was really, really nice. We ended up waiting about, 40 minutes, I would say, for it. And I would say that it was worth it. Would I want to wait sort of over an hour for it? Probably not. But then you think it's a brand new attraction, you know, we wanted to give it a go. I imagine in the new year, well, I say in the new year now, but in a few months' time, it'll start to quieten off a bit more. But I like it. I thought it's better than what was in there before, like an animation walkthrough. But yeah, something a bit different. I like it. It's about a 20-minute show, that. So it is worth going in. It's not like you're in there for 10 minutes and that's it. You get a nice few songs, and also it was in English and in French.
Yes.
There was actually a lot of English in there. We had Let It Go in English, and then, I can't remember the song we sung now, Love is an Open Door in French. So, you know, it was good how there was both. But anyway, it's not just that in here. Of course, this whole area has been closed for a while doing the refurbishment. Let's have a little walk around, shall we, Charlotte? There are some nice photo points over at the back. You've also got the Animation Academy. I'll spin you around. So this was here before, but they've just done it all up in here, new signage and wallpaper. You can draw like Disney characters, and they have someone on the stage. And yeah, I mean, I'd love to do it. I've done it years ago, but not recently. But yeah, they have someone up there, and then you draw it on the bottom. Of course, we know there's an Olaf meet and greet in here, because he's just gone running off. That's one thing as well. Olaf was just on the screen inside that. It would have been quite nice if Olaf was an animatronic, maybe like on Frozen Ever After, the ride at Epcot at Walt Disney World. You got the animation boutique in here, of course, which is a gift shop. Then over here, let's have a little look at this. I mean, this is quite cool. We had a walk in here earlier on. Come around this corner. It might make you a bit dizzy, this, viewers. Is it in action? Not yet. Let's wait till we get this thing in action. It should be spinning round shortly. So what it does, it basically shows you how animation's put together. So all these spin round and all the lighting shining on there, and they all move. It's very, very clever.
Makes me feel sick.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be moving shortly so we can see that in action.
Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah! Ça a l'air génial! Allez, qu'est-ce qu'on attend?
Come on, Bullseye. Let's ride like the wind.
How cool's that? I mean, it hurts your eyes a little bit if you look at it for too long, but it's really clever to see there, the zoetrope over there in the animation celebration. Anyway, making our way down towards Ratatouille now. Let's go and have a ride on here. Just thought I'd show you all the festive food stands just down here that look lovely. I mean, this is definitely the best area of Walt Disney Studios by a long way. And as the expansion is all completed over the next few years, we're going to be seeing more heavily themed areas. Of course, a Frozen land will be opening. You'll walk into Arendelle, over the lake. You'll have the castle there. Honestly, it's going to look absolutely gorgeous when it's finished. Yeah, we just thought we'd come for a single rider ride on Ratatouille because it's normally quite quiet. 15 minutes is that? 50 minutes for the standby queue. But yeah, it's lovely down here, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
All the festive booths down here. Of course, they actually keep these after Christmas as well for the winter months, you know, just while it's cold, so you can get a hot drink. And all the decorations around here for Christmas look great as well. And like I say, at the time of recording, there's still a few days to go left of the Christmas season here at Disneyland Paris. Starts early November and runs all the way through until the first week of January. So I've got plenty of time if you are planning a trip here to Disneyland Paris to come and see all the festive celebrations. Anyway, come and join us for a ride on Ratatouille here in Walt Disney Studios as the sun starts to go down, but we'll make our way over to Disneyland Park again shortly and go and check out some more of the festive offerings over there, including a singing show over in Videopolis and so much more. Let's go on Ratatouille. Ratatouille.
Yes, very good.
It's a great ride, isn't it, that?
It's really good.
Been on loads whilst we've been here this trip, haven't we? Like, thing is, you got to make the most of that single rider queue. Like, we waited, what, 5 minutes there?
Yeah, we didn't wait long at all.
No, fantastic, well worth it. It was advertised 15. Anyway, we're just making our way down now to have a look at that Spider-Man construction for the new Marvel-themed area that is scheduled to open at some point next year. Feels weird saying that. I don't need to say 2021 anymore. I can say next year. But yeah, we're going to make our way around there now. Just thought I'd give it a little mention, of course, to Studio Tram Tour Behind the Magic. When I was last here for Halloween, I thought that was going to be my last ride on it. Whilst we've been here this trip, we have actually had to go on there, but I thought I won't film it again. I put lots of footage in the vlog from Halloween, so if you do want to see that, check out my October vlog here from Disneyland Paris, where I do give the tram tour a bit of a send-off, because at the time of recording, there's literally a few days to go until this closes forever. In a few years' time, we're going to be carrying on down this way towards the huge lake. I know it's hard to believe it, but it is going to be happening. It's all all passed off. It's all going to be happening here at Walt Disney Studios, and it will be changing. Hopefully it's going to be the end of these 2D facades around here. I'd like to see more like the ones down the bottom there, you know, and sort of build a bit of an area around here for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Of course, I shared my thoughts on the refurbishments. I mean, they've completely upgraded the story. You've got like the girl in there now from the family. It's really eerie. I mean, we've done it this trip. Charlotte's been on it. What did you think to that?
It's brilliant. I love that ride so much. It's fantastic.
The cycles are a lot longer.
Oh, like you're dropping for ages.
I think yesterday we had like 5 big drops on there.
Brilliant. Absolutely love it.
And do you think it's more scary, or is it just me?
It's a bit creepy.
It is, because she's like, whatever you do, don't scream, and then of course it drops, so you scream.
I love it.
But yeah, they've done a fantastic job with the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and of course it always looks awesome at night. So recruitment begins next year here in Walt Disney Studios, and look at this. I mean, they've not messed about, have they? I mean, earlier this year was riding Armageddon, unfortunately, and then now it's completely demolished, and this new show building is going up, and I must say it's progressed a lot since it was last here a couple of months ago over Halloween. I mean, look at this. I was saying actually in that vlog that the building seems like it's a lot closer to the restaurant here on the left-hand side. This restaurant's going to be shutting in the next few days. And that's also going to be rethemed to fit with the Marvel area, so that building isn't actually going to be demolished. It's going to be all rethemed to fit in with it. But yeah, like Armageddon show building was quite far back. This is actually a lot closer, so my only concern here is that it might be a bit of a bottleneck. I mean, I'm just thinking when Rock and Roller Coaster does reopen with its new Marvel theme, you're going to have hundreds, well, thousands of people coming down a gap what starts there, and he's going to end at that wall. So you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
It was really wide before. I mean, of course, we don't really know at the moment what there's going to be entrance-wise round the back of Spider-Man, round towards the Iron Man coaster. Nobody really knows at the moment, but I'm hoping they put in a second entrance for when the lake is installed at a later date round at the back. It means then people will be able to come round that way, round the back of the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and get into the area that way, or at least I hope so. And of course, at the moment, we don't know what the future is for the show over there, you know, for Motors Action Stunt Show Spectacular. We've watched that again whilst we've been here this trip, because just in case you don't know with these things. Yeah, this show building is absolutely huge. I mean, you can see it there with the Hollywood Tower Hotel in the backdrop. It's going to be a big ride. We know it's going to be an interactive ride, and it looks like it's going to be awesome. I mean, if you've been on Ninjago at the Lego parks, that's kind of what we're looking at here, but with a Spider-Man theme, of course. So you're going to be like doing this, but like shooting like webs off from your hands. So it's going to be different. Charlotte's a bit tired, are you? We did get up early though this morning because we came in for extra magic hours, and that was before we even got the vlog rolling for you guys. So, but we're gonna, you know, try and do a few more hours and make the most of it. Like I say, we're gonna head over to Disneyland Park again now, check out some of the decorations around there. But yeah, look forward to coming back at some point in the future. Don't know when my visit next is gonna be, but I'm sure when it is, this building's probably gonna be finished from around the front here, and theming will starting to be going in here at Walt Disney Studios. Exciting times. Right then, so we're back over now in Disneyland Park to come and see all the Christmas decorations over here. Of course, here on Town Square, following up down Main Street, USA, and then of course on Central Plaza. And we're also going to go and watch a couple of shows as well. We've got Let's Sing Christmas. Along with that as well, we're going to be watching Mickey's Magical Christmas Lights. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. It's been completely refreshed for this year, and that takes place by the Christmas tree on Town Square. This looks good behind us, doesn't it, Charlotte?
Yeah, it looks really nice when you come through the turnstile. It looks nice to see that. It's a nice photo point.
Yeah, it's like a focal point when you're coming in, just from the entrance. And the good thing is as well, all the colours have been freshened up this year. We mentioned it earlier on in the vlog when we came in. Like, it's not really blue this year, it's more a mix of colours on all the garlands and decorations. So let's head under the train station. We'll go down and have a look at the lights. But yeah, it's very colourful with all these here. Of course, you got some of the Disney characters at the back there as well. My only problem with these trees is the fact you can see they've got a couple of different sets of lights on the trees because they're actually flashing, not in sequence. I mean, it's only a minor little thing. You know what I'm like, noticing every little detail. But yeah, I do really like how it's a bit more colourful, bit of a change compared to how it was previously. It's always special though, isn't it, walking back under here? And I really feel like you appreciate Disneyland Park even more when you've been over in Walt Disney Studios. Don't get me wrong, there's some nice areas in that park, such as the Ratatouille Plaza, and I think Studio One and the entrance area is good, especially all the decorations that you saw there just. But there's something really special about coming here into Disneyland Park, especially at Christmas. I mean, this looks absolutely amazing around here. We saw it earlier when we walked in this morning. You can see just how different it is now at night, all the trees around the side. These are real trees that have actually been sprayed in like a fake snow. Obviously, all the flowers, all the lights down the side. How magical is it, Charlotte?
It's so pretty.
It looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And you may have noticed over in the background there, I was talking earlier on about the new lighting that they've put in them garlands. We're about to see that as we pass just around this corner here, where we'll see some of the lighting changes. So I had like bright white LEDs in there before, similar to these actually, that we can see. I'll be able to put like these. Oh, I'm walking into a house. I'm flying into there then. Flying into there. But yeah, we'll make our way around this way. Try not to ruin anybody's photo. There's the grand tree, but like I say, we're going to be watching the show on here. Yeah, Charlotte will stand underneath, then you'll see the size of the tree. There you go. Gives you a good idea. It's massive, you can't even touch it. Yeah, you have to like jump up. There you go. It's huge, it really is. And here's them new garlands. Now, in terms of the LEDs on here, they're certainly very different. I mean, they're all programmed into this new show on the Christmas tree, and they look very different. I mean, personally, I think I did prefer the old colour scheme to these. I think they look better, actually. However, these can all be programmed. If you watched our New Year's Eve vlog, you'll have already had a preview of that to see how they had them flash in and all the different colours. So we'll see how they look tonight. But yeah, it means they can change them. I mean, they've got the little strobes in the middle. There has been an issue, actually, with this first one. That's the thing with, like, technology that's all LED and computer programmed. They can have issues with them a lot more, but they've actually fixed it now, which is good. So, yeah, there were a few issues with the first one. But yeah, I do like them still, don't get me wrong. I think the garlands over Main Street are great. I mean, Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, they don't actually have the garlands anymore over the street. That's because of the size of the parade floats can't actually fit down, whereas here, they made sure these garlands were raised up enough so that they could. But anyway, we're going to make our way down towards Central Plaza now and have a little look by the castle. Here we are then down on Central Plaza, and doesn't the castle look absolutely wonderful lit up? Unfortunately, there's no Christmas lights on the turrets of the castle this year. Now, they did confirm just a few weeks before the Christmas season started that the reason being is that the castle's actually going to be having a refurbishment over the next couple of years because of all the damage that's being caused on it. Many used to having fireworks on there nightly for a good few years now. So yeah, of course, they need to keep the castle looking pristine, which is sad really that there's no Christmas lights on there, isn't it, Charlotte? I like the Christmas lights on it. It look fantastic. It's kind of like, it's a shame because you used to have them on the turrets, then they used to have them hanging down the side, then it kind of just went to having them on the turrets, and then now we've got none at all. But Charlotte's doing a little Christmas dance to make up for it, right in the middle of Central Plaza. What is she doing? Yeah, a few days into January and we're still having a Christmas dance. I love it. But yeah, so it's a shame about the lights on there. Also, when we actually arrived, there were some wonderful decorations on these stages all around Central Plaza, but they were actually removed for the New Year's Eve party. Normally they would have stayed up till the end of the Christmas season on the 6th of January, but there was the awesome dance party. I mean, I still can't believe it. We were partying hard here. If you haven't seen our New Year's Eve vlog, check it out. But they had a stage there, and yeah, they had all dances on these stages. So unfortunately, it did mean that decorations have come down. I mean, yeah, it would have been better really if they put them back up after, but I suppose there's only a few days left of the season. But they're really nice statues. They have like Goofy, Donald, Mickey and Minnie, and a few others all scattered around. They look fantastic. Anyway, we're going to make our way over to Discoveryland now to go and watch another Christmas show. Of course, earlier on, we saw the Christmas Big Band that's absolutely brilliant over in Walt Disney Studios. Over to Video Polis now, which is the theatre over in Discoveryland, to go and see this show that I'm really looking forward to is Let's Sing Christmas. So we'll head over there. Here's some highlights coming up over the next few minutes.
difficult number. Mickey, peut-être pourrais-tu nous aider?
Vous aider?
Oh, please, Mickey, could you help us?
Quelle bonne idée! Alors, tout le monde en place! Noël est mon moment préféré de l'année. Maestro, musique! You're right, Mickey. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
There'll be much missing, so we can talk to you. We will love what's happening.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Right then, so we've just watched Let's Sing Christmas, which is in the venue, as you can see just behind us in Discoveryland. And I thought that was a really nicely put together show. We had to wait quite a while for it. I mean, the organisation in there was a bit poor, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just like, you just didn't know where to stand or anything like that.
Yeah, in terms of, there wasn't like a queue. Because it's a food outlet in there as well, it took a bit of time to wait for it. But because we did wait there quite early,
we got good seats.
We was right near the front, we was on the second row. I thought we won't sit right on the front, we could have, but it's like a metal bar. I thought for filming and sharing it with you guys, we better one row back. But yeah, it was a really nice show. It was quite short. It was just over 15 minutes. Normally the shows are about half an hour, so it was on the short side.
Yeah, it was.
But I thought it was really good. Did you like it?
Yeah, the singing was really good in there.
Yeah, you had like 4 main singers in there, 2 males, 2 females. They were live singing, which is great. I'm loving all this live singing going on at Disneyland Paris. No miming. I really like that.
It's really nice.
Adds to it. It sounded great in there. The acoustics are brilliant in Video Palace. Of course, Mickey and Minnie, they were in the show dressed in Christmas outfit. That was really nice. I thought they were good. Along with that as well, a couple of other characters in the show. Goofy was in there as well in his Christmas outfit. It was really nicely put together, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really
enjoy
good.
it?
I really enjoyed it. Just like you said, it would have been nice if it was a little bit longer.
A couple more songs, I think, would have been good in there, especially for how long you can end up waiting for it. But nonetheless, we've seen it. And yeah, there's a lot of different Christmas offerings here. There really is. I mean, it's hard to fit them all in. The park's been very, very busy this trip. You know, but we've had a really nice time. It's been fantastic. And we'll sort of summarise it all at the end of the vlog when we finish this evening. Anyway, shortly we're going to head over to Main Street USA, where we're going to watch Mickey's Magical Christmas Lights, which has been refreshed. They've done like a tree lighting show for many, many years. Ever since I first came at Christmas, I remember it. It's so magical. And they've changed it a bit over the past few years, but this year it's been completely refreshed. Still got a float what comes out. It gets very busy this one, so I do recommend if you want to watch it, get there early. That's what we're going to do. We're going to head over there shortly, get in position, and yeah, it's coming up over the next few minutes. It's been a vlog full of showing you all the Christmas stuff really today. If you do want to see more of the rides and attractions here at Disneyland Paris, then check out the playlist. There's POVs from everything, off-ride shots. It has been very Christmas focused, but because I've been so much this year to all the seasons, I've kind of wanted to show you everything what there is to do in a year. And if you've got an annual pass, which is what I've had throughout 2019, really shows how much value you can get coming to see all these events. But here we go, yeah, looking forward to this.
Yeah.
It's Mickey's Magical Christmas Lights.
Vous m'avez manqué durant cette année. Je suis ravi de vous retrouver autour de notre beau sapin pour cette merveilleuse
Right on time, Santa. And thanks for joining us. It just wouldn't be the holidays without ya.
Bonsoir, Père Noël. C'est toujours rapide.
Highlights there from Mickey's Magical Christmas Lights, and I really enjoyed that. Loving the refresh of the show for this year. It's about the same length, it's only about 10 minutes, but it's action-packed and there's more characters than ever in there. But before I share my full thoughts on it, whilst I was watching it, Charlotte had a little look around the shops, didn't you? You didn't want to stand up for so long, did you, waiting for it? It is a lot on your feet though when you come for a Disney day, especially when you can get in at 8 o'clock in the morning and stay all the way through until 10 at night. What have you bought?
I bought Goofy.
Goofy, or as they say here in France?
Dingo!
Dingo! Well, here we go, we got Goofy. So how much was he?
It was €20.
Just waving at the viewers. But every time you come to Disneyland Paris, this is your third trip here now.
I always buy
You always get one, don't you? And you got one, always sitting on me for the review. There we go. But yeah, it was a really nice show. I like how the castle was involved. You had like the fountains, they were like, look at the castle. And then the garlands all down Main Street, all like were in sync to each other. And then they came towards the tree to then light the tree and the star at the end. So that was quite cool. Goofy's doing little dances over there. But that was really nice. Loads of princesses came out, and I see Rapunzel, that was cool. And some of the other favourites, and of course Mickey and Minnie there as well. I love the giant plug socket that they put together. It was kind of like, oh no, we've put the plug together too early, it's all gone wrong, we need some Christmas magic. And then the snow came down, and it all went well. But of course Father Christmas in it as well. It was really good. What a day we've had of shows. I mean, it's been incredible, hasn't it? We've seen so many shows in this vlog. And like I say, if you want to see more of the different attractions, then check out those other videos here in the Disneyland Paris playlist. Someone we are going to check out though tonight is Autopia. Let's go and have a look up in Discoveryland. If it is quiet, we'll try and get a ride on there maybe later on. But I want to have a look around there and see all the new lighting, because it's been shut all year this year. Last year. Every trip that I came here, it was closed. You like Autopia as well, don't you? You just got to stop at the red lights.
I know.
Because she normally goes through them. It's very naughty. But let's go and have a look at the refreshed and newly reopened Autopia. So in all the different vlogs that I've filmed here from Disneyland Paris throughout 2019, Autopia was closed whilst it was having a refurbishment. A few weeks ago, it reopened after a huge refurbishment, and I must say, it looks fresher than ever. Now, I would have took you guys along for a ride, however, there's still quite a big queue, and we are going to be heading off shortly, as today's our last Disney day. No! We've had an absolutely awesome 5 days, enjoying both the parks, taking it quite chilled out. We've had my parents here as well. It's been really, really nice actually. It's been quite a relaxing trip. Of course, I've been coming loads this year, so it's been nice to just spend it with mum and dad, and of course Charlotte as well. But yeah, I just thought we'd come for a little look around here so you can see all the lighting, and yeah, just how it fits in really nicely. Of course, with Discoveryland, with its new lighting package that we can see here. So all of these circles around the side never used to have the LED lights like that and flash. It's the same over there above the queue line. I think it looks absolutely awesome, to be honest. I mean, we'll go down this way and have a little look around to the side, see how it looks. Yeah, it just seems to fit in really well now with all these different coloured lights. It had a neon feel to it before, but I just think it looks loads better now than what it did. Yeah, it's a 40-minute wait advertised at the moment, so yeah, still pretty busy. It is one of them attractions where it does have quite a low throughput. You can sit 1, 2 or 3 per car. Obviously, it all depends on how many people go in each car. If 3 people go in every one, then it keeps the throughput a bit higher, but much like the girl who's in that one down there on her own, you know, it means that it can take a little bit longer. I mean, when we went on, you want your own car, don't you, really, if you're going on it? But yeah, I just thought I'd give you an update. It looks really fresh. There's some new lighting around the back, around the track as well. There's some like purple and blue lights and red lights. I mean, you can see them just coming through the trees over there. But overall, I think it looks fantastic. Great to see it back open, really nice and fresh. All the cars have been repainted as well. And yeah, that's it. Discoveryland's all back open until in a few days' time when Buzz Lightyear closes until summer for a huge refurbishment. But no, it's been great. It really has. Seen all the different seasons throughout 2019, and of course, well, Christmas to Christmas, from last year's Christmas to this year's Christmas. It's been absolutely wonderful, really has. Oh, look at the Christmas tree. That's it. It's officially the end of our Disney trip, and also Christmas 2019 and into 2020. Yeah. What an absolutely amazing time we've had here at Disneyland Paris. Like I said, just up at Autopia, we've had 5 days here. I mean, Disneyland Paris, there's so much to do, there really is. And if you want to take a bit more laid back, of course 4 or 5 days is perfect. If you just wanted to come here and do the highlights, or if you come at a quieter period, you can do it all in 2 days. It all depends on what you want, really. We quite like to take it easy, don't we? But how has it been coming to Disneyland Paris after going to Walt Disney World? Bear in mind, she's only ever done the 2 Disney resorts.
Like, for me, it's such a big difference coming back. It's like having the madness of Walt Disney World and then coming back, but I think I do prefer Walt Disney World. But obviously, Disneyland Paris is special in its own way, so you just can't compare the two.
You can't, and I was saying this to Charlotte earlier off camera, like, as you go to more parks, you've got to stop comparing them and enjoy them all for what they've got. I mean, this is a gorgeous Magic Kingdom park, right? You know my thoughts on it. I'll always take Disneyland Park over Magic Kingdom. It might not have the same amount of attractions, but just for the feel of it. Well, then you think about the pros and cons of both. I mean, you know, there's so much to all the Disney parks, and get out there and try them all. Of course, there's so many to see. I'm looking forward to getting back to Disneyland, the original, the 1955 original, in the next couple of weeks here on Theme Park Worldwide. What's been your favourite moment of our 5 days here?
Seeing Bullseye.
Bullseye. I think, yeah, the New Year's Eve celebrations were spectacular. To be honest, that's probably the best night I've ever had in a Disney park.
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Separate ticketed events, but they did an amazing job. So check out the vlog if you've not seen it. In general, though, it's been great getting loads of rides. Last ride on the tram tour, loads of Christmas entertainment. I do feel like there's a little bit of Christmas stuff that I miss, such as a projection mapping show on Tower of Terror, because you saw that a few years ago, didn't you?
Yes,
And
when
liked
we came
it.
2 years ago. It was really
It was
good.
still on last year, and that was brilliant. All themed around this fella, actually. It was Goofy, like Incredible Christmas or something like that. I did miss that this year, but I think the decorations look lovely as always. There's not really actually that many decorations in Disneyland Park. Like, you know, it's more Main Street, and then the other areas, there's not as many decorations. Actually, Halloween, they go more to town with all the decorations now, all through Frontierland, and they have like the tree, don't they? The Maleficent tree, the brambles over in Fantasyland. But no, I do think that all the different events I've come to, having an annual pass has been amazing. At the current stage at the moment is that I'm not going to be renewing for now. However, there's a high chance that I probably will do a little later into 2020, because we've got so much planned this year on Theme Park Worldwide, lots going on, that, you know, it's kind of deciding when the best time is. But there's a high chance that I might get a pass. We've had a lot of vlogs from Disneyland Paris this year, from every season, so it's probably going to be a little while now until you next see one here on the channel. But thanks for a lovely trip. Happy New Year once again to all of our viewers here on Theme Park Worldwide. And from Christmas, a very, very long Christmas this year. It's been crazy. That means it's time to cue those credits. See you later from the three of us. Goofy.